Conditions were not favorable to throw the football again with the wind. In fact, the game delayed a half hour. Rain expected again at First Energy Stadium. How much do you think the conditions have dictated that the Browns aren't going to throw the football or weren't going to throw the football? Or is it a factor of, there's no need to do it if you're running the football effectively?
So you could make the case for both, that maybe they're trying to minimize the quarterback a little bit, that they know their strength is the running game. But if you look on the other side in these last two games, the Raiders came out and they decided they were going to make this a low possession game a couple weeks ago, and that's what they did. And they just pounded the football over and over again. And that tells you they didn't think that there was going to be much downfield when they let Derek Carr throw. And for Houston, this is a downfield passing attack. This is a passing attack that thrives on Deshaun Watson creating opportunities and hitting guys down the field. And that wasn't going to happen. And you saw in this game, they were kind of pounding the ball a little bit with Duke Johnson. If there's any concern out of that game, it's that Duke Johnson had maybe a little too much success running the ball against this defense. But, I just think it was really hard to pass the football. And if you don't want to look at the Browns and make a case from them, just look at what the other two teams that came in here and played in these conditions did. Nobody was throwing the football around.
Bottom line is, the Browns didn't play great by any stretch, but they found a way to win without playing a really good game. That's playoff teams do that. Is there something to be said for winning when it's not your best performance? Doesn't matter if it's 10-7 or whatever, it's a win. Win is a win. At the end of the year, they only count up the wins.
Right, there's no playoff committee. They don't sit in a room and watch tape. They just count up the wins, and the teams with the 7 most wins get in. Unless you're the NFC East, then you just get in because you won your division. We'll get to that division here shortly. But when you look at what the Browns did coming out of that Pittsburgh loss, when they came out and they beat Cincinnati in a crazy game, they needed a last-minute throw from Baker Mayfield to Donovan Peoples-Jones. They found a way to win that game. And here against Houston, they had lost 2 out of 3 games. They lose this game to the Texans. It's 3 out of 4. And now you're really going in the wrong direction. But they found a way to win an ugly football game. That goal line stand was huge on 4th and 2. You have Baker Mayfield making, the biggest throw of the game on 3rd and 18. They just found ways to make plays when they needed to beat the Texans on a day when it was really difficult to do much.